What if I told you one election in a small European country could reshape the entire balance of power in Europe? Because that's exactly what just happened in Hungary, where longtime leader Viktor Orbán has been ousted after 16 years in power, and the consequences could ripple across the entire European Union. For over a decade, Orbán was one of Europe's most controversial leaders. He built what he proudly called an illiberal democracy, clashed constantly with the European Union, and maintained close ties with countries like Russia, often putting Hungary at odds with Western allies. His government was accused of weakening democratic institutions, controlling media, and challenging EU policies on migration and rule of law. And because of these tensions, billions of euros in EU funding were frozen, leaving Hungary economically strained and politically isolated. But now, everything has changed. In a stunning political upset, a new leader, Péter Magyar, has led the pro-EU TISA party to a massive victory. This wasn't just a win, it was a landslide. His party is expected to hold a supermajority in parliament, giving him the power to rewrite laws, reverse Orbán-era policies, and potentially reshape Hungary's entire political system. And here's why this matters beyond Hungary. For years, Hungary was seen as the EU's biggest internal challenge, a member state that openly resisted its core values. Orbán blocked key decisions, slowed down EU policies, and even threatened unity on issues like Russia and Ukraine. Now, with Magyar in power, there's growing hope of a thaw in EU relations, a reset that could bring Hungary back into alignment with Europe's political and economic system. One of the biggest immediate impacts? Money. The European Union had frozen over 6 billion euros in funds meant for Hungary due to concerns about corruption and governance. Now, if the new government follows through on reforms, like strengthening the rule of law and tackling corruption, those funds could finally be released. That could boost Hungary's economy, stabilize its finances, and even open the door to deeper European integration in the future. But this story isn't just about policy. It's about people. Voters turned out in record numbers, driven by frustration over inflation, healthcare issues, and economic stagnation. Many Hungarians weren't just voting against Orbán, they were voting for change, for stability, and for a stronger connection with Europe. In fact, surveys showed a majority of citizens wanted better ties with the EU, even after years of anti-Brussels rhetoric. Still, the road ahead won't be easy. Even with a strong mandate, rebuilding democratic institutions takes time. Orbán's influence didn't disappear overnight. His allies still exist across media, business, and politics. And while expectations are high, European leaders are cautiously optimistic, waiting to see real reforms before fully trusting the new government. So now the big question is this the beginning of a new pro-European Hungary, or just a temporary shift in power? Because what happens next won't just shape Hungary's future, it could redefine the direction of Europe itself.